Hi everyone, I'm Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I asked you on Twitter what you wanted to know for Christmas, and loads of you asked, how are candy canes made? So I've come to Spun Candy in Shoreditch in London to find out how. Everybody, I'd like you to meet Tom.
Hello.
Tom is the candy maker for us today. Tom, what's the first stage of making candy canes?
So the first thing we're going to do is add our ingredients to the pot.
And what are the ingredients?
The ingredients are sugar, water and glucose.
And glucose is just another type of sugar.
That's correct.
So really it's just sugar, and a little bit of water. Tom's added sugar and water to a pot, and that's beginning to boil away. And when it's bubbling, he's going to add the third ingredient, and this is glucose. It's another type of sugar, but it's going to make the mixture nice and stretchy, so Tom can then mould the sugar into different shapes, such as candy canes. But this has got to get to 150 degrees. That is very, very, very hot. Our candy mixture is nearly boiled, but the next step is to pick some flavours.
We've got Skittles, which is strawberry and lime. We've got Tutti Frutti, which is a mixture of all of the flavours together.
Okay.
We've got peppermint, and I've got rhubarb and custard here, which is pretty cool.
Traditionally, candy canes are peppermint, is that
Correct,
right?
Yeah.
But I think we should go for something a little bit different, so I'm going to pick rhubarb and custard.
Sounds like a good choice.
Ooh, these are one of my favourite traditional sweets.
Mine too.
Is it actually? So we're going to go with these two. Adding the flavour now, go for it. So the mixture has now changed from like a golden colour to actually quite a pale, fluffy yellow. And it smells really good.
Okay, so we're going to pour it on the table now.
Oh my god, okay, go for it. So Tom's poured the hot boiling candy mixture onto this table, and the table is made of
Granite.
And granite is a cool material so that it absorbs the heat, which makes the sugar easier to work with. Candy canes are traditionally red and white.
Yep.
But because it's Christmas, we're throwing in a little bit of...
Bit of green.
A bit of green.
We've got our colours here. What we're going to do is just take a little squeeze.
Yeah.
And just drop it in the candy here.
Whoa! We've already got our red, but now we need to make green by mixing two colours, blue and yellow. And now I'm going to have a go at mixing the white. It's just like paint actually, isn't it?
Excellent.
Yeah? Could I be a candy maker?
I think so.
Do I need some practice?
A little.
Tom's just added something called citric acid, which is what you get in lemons and lime. Citric acid gives things that sharp, tangy taste. But he's added some to the sugar just so that it's not so sweet. It brings out the flavours of the fruit a lot more. And because we've got rhubarb in there, it'd be nice to make it extra fruity. Now the candy's separated into the three colours, Tom's just giving it a good mix before we start to shape it into candy canes. If you remember, the first table was made of granite, but this table is...
A heated table.
A heated table. And that's brilliant because it stops the candy from cooling down too much. It keeps it nice and sticky so that Tom can continue to shape it.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is stretching the white, and what this is going to do is introduce air into it. So what that'll do is if you bite into it when it's cold, it's going to be a little bit more brittle and nicer to eat. And you can also see these shiny strands running through it.
Yeah.
And it just makes it a little bit brighter.
I get to have a go now. What's the technique?
Okay, so you're going to grab it from the top, pull just a little bit at the bottom there, then bring it back to the top again, and grab from the loop, and
like
repeat.
That?
Yep.
Yay! Oh, it's warm, isn't it?
But remember, these gloves keep out a lot of the heat, so it feels warm with the gloves on, but it's going to feel even hotter if you didn't have them on.
Okay guys, Tom made this look really easy. It's actually quite tough. Now it's time to make the candy canes, but to start with we need the stripes, and for that Tom has rolled the candy into long sausage shapes, but to roll them into one he needs to stick them together, so he's just going to add a little bit of water to make the sides sticky. It's just like a glue.
Okay, so we've got our inside here, and what we're going to do is just add a little bit of water again, place it on top, and then wrap the cover around it.
Wow! So this at the moment is just like one massive chunk of candy cane.
Okay, so next thing I need to do is just start squeezing at this end here.
Yeah?
Kind of creating like a drinks bottle shape.
Whoa! So all you're doing is stretching the sugar and the heavy end is falling down which makes the top end nice and slim, and then you just keep stretching it till it's the thickness that you want.
Correct. So what we can do is when we pulled out a strip long enough, I can put one hand here and just roll, and you can see stripes starting to appear.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we're ready, we can just snip the little bit off here, and then twist it over our thumb.
It's perfect!
Yes! Nice.
Look at this one.
Okay, so we've finished making our candy canes, but what we can actually do now, while the candy is still warm, we can actually give it a try. We can taste it.
I've never eaten warm candy before.
It's like nothing else. It's really good.
1, 2, 3. That's really good.
Good, yeah?
The citric acid that Tom added really does give it that extra tang, doesn't it? That's really... Sorry. And there you have it, a finished candy cane. A massive thank you to everyone at Spun Candy and Tom for showing me how to make them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more just like this. Stay curious, and I'll see you soon.